Alright guys, we've got some Venom 3 news for you today because it looks like Venom 3 could be introducing us to the live-action version of Knull. Now, if you guys don't know who Knull is, he's basically the symbiote god, and he is very, very powerful. If you guys haven't read the King in Black story, I definitely recommend to do so. It is a fantastic Marvel Comics event, and it features Knull as the big bad having a giant symbiote invasion on Earth, and what the rumors are saying right now is that he is going to be popping up in Venom the Last Dance. Now, the idea of Knull popping up is supported by a bunch of industry insiders and leakers right now. Cryptic 4K Qual on Twitter, one of the top leakers in the entire world, he made a post saying that he was told that Venom 3 would introduce someone very scary, and the image that they used in this tweet is an image of Knull, the symbiote god, and that the movie could easily turn into a rated R film with some addition of some blood. He then said that he doubts Sony will actually make it rated R, but honestly I think it's a good move, especially because they've already committed to Kraven the Hunter being a rated R film, so why not just make Venom rated R too? I think it would really work with that kind of character, and I get it, you know, they want to make as much money as possible and have as big of an audience as possible, so that means like families, you know, kids can go see the movie and all that, and if it's rated R, less kids and families will go see this movie, but at the same time, I think the movie will benefit from it and make it a bit better, which could potentially increase its revenue, so ultimately it's up to them. I think it should be rated R, but like Cryptic, I also don't think they're actually going to make it rated R. So that's what he said, that they're going to introduce a very scary character. Now, Knull is terrifying, even just his character design looks really creepy, so I think there's some good potential here that Knull could be popping up. Then at the same time, Sony's CEO also said that Venom 3 is going to be huge. The biggest Venom film we've ever seen, and I think a good way to do that would be to introduce the symbiote god. Plus at the same time, they've already been teasing him in the Tom Hardy Venom movies, because if you guys remember, Venom was telling Eddie that the symbiotes have a hive knowledge that spans across billions of light years, and Knull is the one that runs that hive, so they obviously teased towards it. Now, I don't know if they're actually gonna do it, like I feel like that is just way too big for a Venom film, like it would have to be a giant Spider-Verse team-up movie or something. Like it has to be like an Avengers level movie, and if you try to do Knull in literally just Venom 3, it's not gonna work. They might tease towards him at the end, but I think that's about it. I wouldn't expect Venom to fight Knull in Venom the Last Dance. There's a big theory also going around that Venom could potentially die at the end of this movie, which I think makes a lot of sense. Sony has said this is going to be the last Venom movie in live action, and it would make a lot of sense if maybe you have Knull show up and just kill Venom, or maybe another symbiote kills Venom, like we've heard that the symbiote Lasher might be appearing in this movie, maybe he ends up killing Venom, like we don't really know at this point, but I do think Venom is going to die. Like it's the final movie in a trilogy. I doubt Tom Hardy is going to come back and play Venom in maybe the MCU 616 universe or anything, so my money is on Venom dying at the end of this movie, but at the same time, I think this version of Venom can still survive by shifting his consciousness to the Venom goo that was left in the MCU 616 in the post-credit scene of No Way Home. I think that would be really, really cool. Like, just imagine the consciousness shifts to that symbiote in the MCU, and then that's how Tom Holland gets the black suit. I also think Sony is trying to build up to a giant multiversal movie with Knull as the big bad, so if you introduce him in Venom 3, then you can start building up towards that, especially because there's rumors of Marvel's Spider-Man 3, the video game that's supposed to come out in a few years, is also going to feature Knull in that game. It might just be a tease, but there are rumors that Insomniac wants to build up to a giant like Knull event, so imagine they tried to tie all these mediums together, like animated movies, live action movies, video games, all of that leading up towards a giant Knull, like King in Black movie. That would be really, really cool, especially because we know about the Spider Society now in Across the Spider-Verse, so maybe all of those Spider-Man variants have to go help the symbiotes out to destroy Knull. But yeah guys, that's all we know as of right now, that Venom 3 is going to introduce a very scary character. A lot of people are speculating that it could be Knull. I think it is, just because I feel like they've been teasing at it, you know, like they were talking about the hive knowledge and all that. Then there's rumors of a scary character popping up, there's rumors of Venom dying at the end of this movie. I think it makes a lot of sense for this story, and then you can set up some really crazy stuff in the Sony Spider-Man universe. And maybe that's why they're trying to build out this Spider-Verse with the Spider-Man Noir series, the Silk series that could still be happening, the Spider-Verse movies, the Tom Holland movies, like have all of these movies leading up to the symbiote god, and then all of the Spider Society has to help out the symbiotes to destroy Knull. It would be cool if they could partner partner up with the MCU to do it, because if you guys have read the King in Black story, it features like everyone in Marvel Comics. It's not just the Spider-Verse people, but that would be nearly impossible for Sony to work with Marvel Studios on a movie that scale. So that's why I feel like it's going to be literally just like Knull versus Spider-Man variants and Venom and some other symbiotes. But yeah, leave a comment down below of what you think about this. Do you believe that Knull is going to be popping up in Venom: The Last Dance? I think there's a really good chance. I would assume it's probably only going to be in a post-credit scene teasing the future of the Venom character, but in the MCU. I don't think they're going to continue with Venom in the Sony-verse. Like I said, I think he is going to die, but shift his consciousness over to the Venom symbiote in the 616 MCU universe. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and do you think Sony can pull it off? Because personally, I don't have a lot of confidence in them to pull off something of this scale, but they could surprise us, who knows. So guys, that is it for today. That is the latest update on the Venom 3 movie. If you guys want to stay up to date with the latest news and rumors regarding Venom and other Marvel movies and shows, make sure you subscribe. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.